Please be good. After the last episode, I don't know. I don't know. I want this game to be in that range where it's like challenging, but not frustratingly challenging. And it's like well below that. It's just been so easy. Like, that's really all I can say. It's just been, it's been not good. Should we start off with a national, get one of those out of the way? I feel like that's the worst thing to do because, what have I done? I did the ATV. You know what? Yeah, I'll do like the buggy national, then like bike freestyle, like alternate. I'll end with like circuit so that's at least fun. Well, technically I'm ending with point to point, so, we'll see. What's the better one? I also didn't upgrade these, I don't think yet. All right, upgraded everything. Let's go. Let's hope this national race is like the beginning national races of the other ones, where it's just super simple and straightforward. Like, it's not a 10-minute long race. I was hitting right trigger again. This is loud in my ears. Hold on. That's still loud. It's fine. Oh, boy. I don't... After the last episode, when I did that one bike race in the pro circuit and it was just the same shit, I'm not really expecting this game to get any better. And if the like I said last episode, if the point-to-point race is boring, I really don't... I don't care enough about, like, I wanted to find out about the story, but I don't care enough about the story to get through this gameplay. If I was playing this on my own and just, like, had YouTube videos on in the background and didn't really have to focus and could just, like, pause the video when a cutscene happened so I could just pay attention to it, fine. But I really don't care about the actual gameplay. It's... I don't really know what to say about this game that I haven't already said in previous episodes. I genuinely would not be surprised if this is the last episode, just because if I get to the point-to-point races and, oh, well, fuck me. If I get to the point-to-point races and it's just as boring, also this is a really, this is a long one. I did go off the track, but I'm already at a minute and a half. But I wouldn't be surprised if the point-to-point race is way more boring than I remember. So, don't be surprised if at the end of this episode I just say, fuck it, and decide to just play something else in, 2 weeks. Instead of just keeping the ATV Offroad Fury thing going, because like I said, with I'm not as invested in this as I was Midnight Club 2. Well, Midnight Club 2 I wasn't super invested in. I just got to a stubborn mode where I'm like, I want to finish this. I want to beat this. And I did. For better or for worse, I did. I beat it. This game I don't give a shit about. So, if this game ends up being as boring as I think it's gonna be, I already have a game plan that hopefully will, not be as boring. Oh my god, there's still one more lap. I was thinking that was the last lap. What? Why are these laps... Why are these laps a minute 40, and why is there 5 of them? There's no reason this needs to be a, like, 9-minute race. I'm gonna be honest, I was just in such a daze, like, I finished the race, and it just didn't even register that I won. Like, I have no enjoyment for this game. Oh, I need to pay 10-8-6-4-2-1-0-0. Okay. I now know the point breakdown. It's even numbers, 1 point for 6, and then 0 for the last 2. Good to know. Prototype engine management. Nice. That's actually a useful reward. I mean, I might not get to use it for much longer because after this episode, I might not even be fucking playing this. I might keep the save just so if I feel like playing it in my spare time, like I get to a point where I'm like between games and I don't really know what to play. Maybe I'll play it just, like I said, just watching a video and not really paying attention and just try to get through it. Just try to, like, figure out the story. I won't record it because who cares? There's probably videos of the story already. Is there anything I missed? I feel like when I re-upgraded this, I missed, like, a prototype at some point. Yes. I have the prototype gearbox. I forgot about that. I'm almost 15 minutes into the recording and I've done one race. Almost 15 minutes into the recording and I've done one race. Done one fucking race. A single goddamn race. I was holding right trigger again. God damn it. Holy man, backflip. I'm genuinely shocked that it worked. Okay. That made this video completely worth it. I can't even say that with a straight face. Nothing's gonna make this video worth it. I feel like even if this game does get good, I'm already so mentally checked out of this game that it has to become like just absolutely fucking wild for it to actually like get me enthusiastic about it again. Oh my god. The best part is I'm playing this yesterday, like last night as of when I'm recording this. I edited the second episode of Unicorn Princess. Man, Unicorn Princess was boring, but at least it was like fun to laugh at a lot of points. This is just the worst thing a game could be is boring and well, I don't know what I'm saying. Like, Unicorn Princess the gameplay was boring, but it had parts that were entertaining for the wrong reasons. This is missing those entertaining parts, so it's just boring. That's really what I'm trying to say. And the fact that it's just boring, like, it doesn't have stupid physics, it doesn't have, like every once in a while, if you're in like an ATV race, you know, you'll have someone like land on you or something, and it's like, oh my god, that's a crazy crash. That's fun and but like, who cares? Like, I just completely mindlessly went through the whatever this was, freestyle. Prototype engine management. Wait. Didn't it say engine management and that says exhaust? Oh, I got both. Oh no, one of them is a sponsor challenge. All right. Yes. Let's do this. I was hoping for these. Yeah, these are usually fun, unless it's one of the ones that's just a race, because then it's not fun. But a lot of them are head-to-heads. Why is there no picture? Why is there no picture of VO Park? Is this a head-to-head or is this just a race? Yes, this is a head-to-head. So you got... I can't look to the side. Got someone else head-to-heading me. And you just make one full loop of the track because it crosses over at some point, so you switch sides. And so it's basically 2 laps, but it's really 1 lap because you go off the track and then completely fuck up. I feel like I've only ever gotten far enough in this game to get 1 or 2 head-to-heads. I mean, usually 1 of each, like 1 heavy, 1 light, but I don't know if I've ever gotten a second head-to-head track, because I played this track, definitely. but there's got to be other head-to-head tracks. I know I've gotten far enough where I get a sponsored challenge where it's just like, hey, here, do a race, and it's like, cool. Why? Why do I need to do a race? I just did a race. But in terms of the head-to-head races, I don't know. Hey, why are you in front of me? Yeah, fuck you. I don't know how it knows what our split times are when the parts of the track are like different lengths. Like the left path, I think, like if you start on the left, that lap is slightly longer. So I don't know how they know how far ahead I am, but I'll take it. I'll take being in front. Good. Good, and this is not a kind of thing where you can just... Okay, now they're giving the challenge. All right, unfortunately the challenge is a head-to-head race that I do once and then never touch again. Like, this is actually fun because the race is short. Like, if the entire game was shit like this, the race is short, there's enough of a challenge where, like, I need to not crash. Like, I need to be, maybe not perfect, but like, okay, lag. Maybe not perfect, but I need to be like relatively consistent. But the entire game is not this. Some of the pro races get tougher later on, from what I remember. Like, once you get rivals, they start getting tougher. But like, up until that point, it's just boring. And then sometimes when you get the rivals, it's just like bullshit. Like, it's not difficult in the right ways. It's just like, hey, now they're 5 miles ahead of you. Or I could be misremembering that because apparently I remembered this game was fun, and that was clearly not an accurate memory. So who knows? That was incredibly close. I fucked up that last turn. That should not have been as close as it was. So now I got prototype, engine management, and exhaust. Also, I wish my OBS and facecam stuff would stop changing priorities on me. I look over and see another like encoding overload warning, and it's like, I set you to high for a reason. Not that lag really matters in this, because like on the actual video, because I'm gonna skip most of it and you're not really missing much anyway. Rallycross buggy chosen at yes, I've entered everything else in a buggy. Why would this be different? Didn't I got something. Prototype exhaust? No, there is no prototype exhaust. Was it engine management? I got some. Yes, it was engine management. Got it. I think my computer's just yelling at me. It's like, hey, after 6 years, can you upgrade literally anything in me? Like, I still have the original CPU, still have the original graphics card. Although I did get a new graphics card, I just need to get it and hope that it works with my computer, because I know I need a new motherboard too, for the processor at least, so who knows, I could plug in the graphics card and then just like explode. The computer is 6 years old. I got it like when I moved into my first apartment, moved out of my parents' house, and like got off of my laptop that was dying. So and I think the only thing I've upgraded is the RAM. I've added more RAM and added another, or like upgraded the hard drives. Other than that, I've done and replaced the liquid cooling once, and then replaced the second liquid cooling with a fan. Like, but I haven't done any like major upgrades on my computer because I'm not a hardware guy. I hate, like, I basically like got my computer from CyberPower because it's like, hey, you can just choose parts and have them build it. I was like, cool, that's great. I don't want to deal with the actual building part. But it's starting to catch up to me. After 6 years, my computer's like, hey, like, it's still running completely fine. It's just when I'm recording and doing other things, it's like choking now. But for the most part, it's just like, hey, I'm good. Just like, can I get any upgrades? And unfortunately, it's like impossible to get shit right now because like the global like processor shortage. I got lucky getting graphics card because I was just entering Newegg Shuffle and it's finally just gotten a text and an email of like, hey, you can buy this. Like, cool, thanks. I also, you can tell I'm really invested in this game because I'm talking about computer shit while I'm just mindlessly. This is why I was saying, like, I could just play this while, like, watching YouTube videos or something, because I have not had to pay attention to this race. Oh my god, it's still 1 minute and 20. You're not supposed to be like the National. Why are you still so fucking long? The National's supposed to be the one I hate. You're the Rallycross. You're supposed to be like the middle ground between good and bad. You're supposed to just be mediocre. You're not also supposed to be bad. I hate this. Again, if I realize, like if I do like the point-to-point, I'm going to try to, just do 3 tournaments. The only problem is I'm not sure if I can only do 3 tournaments because I, have already played. Like, this is the 4th one I'm playing, and if I play the other 2, I don't know if it's because I started them, it's gonna be like, well, you gotta continue the tournaments you've already started. Like, if I do 3 and then it's just like, hey, if you continue, that means you forfeit the other 3 tournaments, I'll be like, great, just take me out of the National, take me out of Rallycross, I'll do like the one, I'll do like that one ATV tournament, the freestyle, and the circuit. That's it. Because I don't need anything else. I also don't know whether I'm doing heavy or light for the point-to-point. Heavy, I think, is more fun, but it's also kind of... I feel like light's more fun. Because you get the jumps in light. Like, heavy, I think I mentioned I was going to do heavy and try to go off the jumps, but I vaguely remember it just not working. Like, some of the jumps are way too long. You cannot make it in a heavy. So it's not even worth trying just for the joke, because it's just gonna be like, go off the jump and then crash, and then I have to restart the point-to-point. I don't want to restart the point-to-point. I want to just, I just want to have a fun race. And it's not gonna happen, but I want to. Yeah. I realized, though, that I have the, National Light Race. I didn't get any sponsors for that. I have the National Light Race next. So I get another long fucking race. Also, time update. I've done 3 races and have been going for over 30 minutes. Hey. No words. Oh, right. This is the first lap. I'm supposed to be talking. Awesome. Dirk's in this race. Cool. Alright, good start. That's probably the most exciting thing that's gonna happen during this race, too. You know what? I was thinking, like, I'm gonna restart. No, I'm not going to. Because this actually makes it more interesting. Makes it a little more challenging. It doesn't matter, like, I'm gonna catch up and pass. I probably have, like, 2 hours or whatever, however long this race is gonna take, so, I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time. So cool. I've really we're gonna get a cutscene at least soon. I think the cutscene's before the point-to-point, and then the point-to-point happens, and then you just move on. So like you'll get to see the general story, like the start of it, and figure out whether you want to seek out the rest of it, because I'm not giving it to you. I think in my mind I've already decided I'm not continuing this. Like nothing has appealed to me. Again, the point-to-point is the only potential savior, because I know the beginning of the story. I know like up to 3 cutscenes from now. Like, I think I've definitely seen Australia, what is it, Australia, Africa, and then South America? or Europe. I don't remember. I think I've definitely seen Australia and Africa, but I think I've seen one more past that. Outside of that, I have no idea. I might have to just restart, because last thing I want is to get to the end of this race and be in fourth and have to redo it anyway. Oh my god. I did take out Manu. I thought I did. No, he just fucking took off. I thought I heard him yell. What? I feel bamboozled. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna restart because, like, every time I catch up to them, I keep screwing up. I mean, to be fair, so far this has been the most fun race I've had, but it's not because the race is fun. It's because I suck. The amount of fun I have should not be reliant on me being bad at the game. That's exactly the opposite of how it should happen. Like, I feel like if I'm better at the game, it should get more fun because I could, like, up the difficulty or something, and, but there's no difficulty settings. It's just like, if I'm bad, it's more fun because then there's actually a challenge. If I'm doing well, it's less fun because just nothing's happening. Like, and when I say more fun, even, I'm still gonna cut out most of that other than the crashes, because even when it was quote-unquote more fun, it still wasn't exciting. It was just like me driving around a track, slowly catching up, and then, you know, crashing a bunch. You also have a lot of jumps in this track that you don't want to preload. I guess because my bike is, or my ATV is just too fast. So, like, if I preload, I end up over jumping and, like, crashing into a wall. That was, like, a couple of the crashes, or, like, almost crashes. I don't remember if I fully crashed, but I'm, like, getting too much air. Maybe I shouldn't have, like, 3 prototype parts on this bike with everything at stage 2 or 3. Because, it's actually making me worse. Except that one. There I just couldn't get any speed up that jump. Well, was doing so well. Wasn't crashing at all. I crashed once, and they're, not... Actually, I was gonna say they're right on my ass. The only one that's on my ass is Gibson. Everyone else kinda fucking sucks. Alright. Good to know. How'd I get 77 stunts? Can't even speak right now. How did I get 77 stunt score? Did I, like, do a wheelie at some point without realizing it? I must have. It's like, 8 credits stunt bonus. Good. 45 minutes. We're at recording time. This is gonna be over an hour. I'm gonna cut out most of it, because, again, like, nothing's happening during the races. There, I crashed once, and they started to catch up, and it genuinely is like, I crashed, and that was the only thing that made it even remotely interesting. Everything else was just like, doesn't fucking matter. I'm really hoping that the point-to-point is not boring. It's going to be. It's going, I don't know if it's gonna be boring. It might be the most fun race I have, but there's no way, based on what I'm remembering about the point-to-points, there's no way it's gonna be exciting enough to make up for the rest of the game. Like, there's no way it's gonna be exciting enough to justify playing the game. Like, if I just go through and do point-to-point tournament, that honestly would probably be just as boring, because then it's just point-to-point after point-to-point, and I feel like that would get old really quick, so never mind. Never mind. Also, if I just do the point-to-point tournament, I think I need to unlock it. Second of all, it makes, like, I don't get the cutscenes, so that kind of defeats the purpose of doing it anyway. This is at least gonna be like a less than 5-minute race unless I really fuck up. So, looking on the bright side, and then the point-to-point's gonna be like a 30-minute race, I think. Point-to-point, I'm not gonna keep unedited. Like, I've been keeping these unedited as, like, hey, see the first lap, and then I'll edit it if I don't talk. Point-to-point is just gonna be a long-ass race. There are no laps, so I'll just hope that something fun happens. I still don't know whether I'm doing ATV or buggy. Maybe I'll get a head-to-head after this race, too. I'm kind of hoping not, because the races have been taking so long that I'm kind of hoping that it ends quickly. I'm kind of hoping I don't get a head-to-head. I mean, to be fair, if I get a head-to-head, I don't have to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If I get the head-to-head, I'm not gonna do it. If I, some reason, decide that I'm doing another episode of this, then I'll do the head-to-head, like, first thing. But chances of that happening are slim to none, let's be honest. Woo. Oh my god. Guess what? They did, oh, got a decal too. They did give me a head-to-head challenge. No. And it was also, again, it was VO Park. It was the same fucking track, because that's the only head-to-head track I think I've ever unlocked. And you have to do it. It's like the first, like, they couldn't even mix up the sponsor challenges. That's kind of like stupid. Like, I think it's a slightly separate path, because obviously the bike goes over jumps, heavy doesn't, but like, it just seems so progress to the 3-stage event. Yeah. Cutscene!
And our final Pro Circuit qualifier, Fury Motorsport! Yeah, baby!
Well done. Very well done.
Shooter? Hey, Shooter, it is you! Hey, what are you doing here? Come on, I gotta introduce you to the rest of the team. They'll be thrilled to meet an old legend like you.
Now, hold on. I'm only here to tell you how pleased we are with your performance. I told everyone you were the right choice, and now they see I was right.
Wait a minute, we? Everyone? What the heck are you talking about? Has the sun been getting to you or something?
Listen, I can't talk now. Just know that there's something very rotten on the circuit, and many of us are not happy about it. Not at all. You keep winning, and we'll keep filling you in along the way.
Okay, listen, this is really weird, but the fact is that I owe you a lot, okay? So if you need me to do something, anything, I'm in.
I knew we could count on you. Remember, a lot more than your career is at stake here. The fate of the sport itself depends on you. Oh, one more thing. Don't ever call me old again. Yeah?
See, that's why I initially wanted to do this, because I like even racing games with a good story. Oh, I choose it from here. Yeah, I'll do the ATV. Oh, I can do the bike. I was confused because it was just alternating between ATVs and buggies, and I was like, can I not do the bike or whatever, because I didn't do it as a thing. I don't need the map. But yeah, that's why I initially wanted to play this. I like games with a good story, and the entire story is just like super mysterious, and they like basically every cutscene that I've seen is the same thing, where it's like some new person, you meet some new person. I think there actually might be another cutscene after the point-to-point. You meet... Oh, rolling start. Yeah, you start in 40... I was holding the wrong fucking button. You start in, like, basically dead last. Okay, maybe not, because there's some people behind. And you just have to catch up. I don't know how this is fair, but, like, this is how it goes. But yeah, it's, like, super mysterious. There's, like, something going on, and it's sort of just, like, they keep hinting at it. And I really want to know what it is. I want to know what the... like, it's like the fate of not just your career, but the entire, like, sport or whatever is in your hands. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is there, like, a weird, like, murder mystery vibe in a fucking ATV Offroad Fury game? So that's why I initially played this. I want to figure that out. I want to see the end. But, like, I don't give enough of a shit to actually, like, play the game to get through it. Honestly, like, I don't like this. I'm so done with this game that I don't even care enough to, like, go out of my way to find the cutscenes and, like, search for a YouTube video or whatever. Also, the red path is really not helping. I mean, I guess it's helping a little bit, but what I remember is the green path, which is just like the buggy path, is sometimes much better if you're in a light because you don't have to make the jumps. So you just get the speed without the, without, like, risking failing the jumps. Especially if you have a really upgraded, ATV, because then you just get so much speed. And you can do shit like that still. I also need to get 33rd to qualify. I don't know if it forces me to restart if I don't qualify. Like, I don't know if it's the same as... I'm assuming it's the same as the... Why did I crash there? What? Okay, that dude crashed too. I'm guessing it does the same thing as the regular races, where if you don't get top 3 in like the first every race but the last one, it's just like, hey, you didn't qualify. You need to redo the race. Can I only get 33rd? No, there's more people. All right. I was gonna say, like, I got 33rd and then didn't see anyone. So I wasn't sure. But you could also see why, like, this is genuinely the most fun race I've played yet. It's longer, like, I'm already at 3 minutes and there's 2 more stages after this, but, like, the separate paths, like, everything, it's fun. It's just, I don't think it's fun enough to justify continuing this game. Because, again, if I... So, what might happen? Because I am actually enjoying this race. This is actually fun. What might happen is I might try to record an episode. Yeah, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll finish this episode, we'll see the cutscene. I'll try to record an episode where I just do circuit, freestyle, and the other one. What did I say I was gonna do? Circuit, freestyle, and probably the Supercross. Because those are probably the 3 most fun tournaments. So I'll try to do those 3 and then continue. If it doesn't let me continue, then maybe I'll put out that episode if I feel like it's interesting enough. Maybe I'll just put out a video saying, like, hey, ATV Offroad Fury's dead. Let me play something else. Maybe I just won't put out an ATV Offroad Fury video. I'll just move on to something else, and then you'll know that ATV Offroad Fury's dead. And I'll say in the beginning of the video, like, yeah, I tried playing ATV Offroad Fury, and I can't just stick to 3 tournaments now that I've done all 6. If I'm really ambitious, I'll just go, like, restart the story, and then just get through it quick. I'll do, like, 1 light, 1 heavy in the amateur, and then just go through Australia and the pro circuit, like, if I'm really ambitious, because this is not bad. And if I'm not dealing with the fucking national races, that goddamn rallycross race, if, like, Supercross would be the only one that's, like, kind of annoying and possibly long at that point, which I'm fine with. I could deal with 1 boring race and 2, like, not necessarily fun, but relatively straightforward races. If... yeah. I might do that. I might do that. And then, if I can get through them quick enough, I might be able to do 2 areas in each video and get through it in 2 more episodes. Like, it might actually make... It might not be that bad. Okay. I think that's the plan. I am gonna continue this game, just because these point-to-points are actually kind of fun. I do like the point-to-points. At least that part is not me misremembering it. This part is not me just being like, yeah, the point-to-points are great, and then playing it and realizing, like the rest of the game, it's not as fun as I remember. These are just the split paths and just the fact that it's... You're constantly trying to pass people, even if it's not in the same way as you pass people in other races. Like, you're not head-to-head fighting, you're just, like, trying to get there faster than them. And a lot of the time you don't even pass them or whatever. Like, it's still fun. Like, I'm in 18th and I'm, like, trying to get to 19th, at least. I mean, it's not gonna be hard to pass them, but it's still, like, it's so disappointing that the rest of the game is not as fun. And it's so disappointing that I decided now that I don't care about doing all 6 tournaments. Like, I should have fucking decided that the first goddamn episode. Well, the first episode I didn't realize it until I remembered the light heavy license, and by that point I was committed. But, like, at this point, I'm really regretting that I went through all 6 pro tournaments when I only had to go through 3. It's so... Like, why did I do that? So what I'm gonna do, I'll finish this, we'll see the cutscene. I think I'm gonna hit continue story right away and see what it says, because it'll probably say, like, you need to complete... It'll either say you need to complete 3 races or you need to complete all tournaments. If I don't... Yeah, if I... Why is it lagging so much? It is lagging hard. It could not render all those cars, I guess. But, if I can do the rest of the game without having to do all of the tournaments, then we're good. Then I don't have to worry. Then I can just speed through the rest of the game. If I have to do all of the tournaments, I'll restart the story. It might be an extra week until I get to that, because it really depends on how long I am, like, whether I'm willing to do this in my spare time. So wait, I had to get to 18th, but there's people behind me. Oh, never mind. It had to correct my position. There are only 18 people in the race. I don't understand the logic of the race, though. Did we qualify for this? Also, that was Astrid. Cool. I actually like in the point-to-point and the other ones. Astrid! I know we're on a team, but, like, let me fucking win. But I know... Oh, I do need to get 3rd to qualify. What the fuck was I just gonna say? Words, probably. I think it's cool that you actually do see your teammates and they are actually in Fury Motorsports trucks. Like, it's not just like you have teammates and then they just never exist. You actually do see Astrid and Skelly. I couldn't remember the other dude's name. I think Skelly is... I'm assuming Skelly's light. He's like on a bike or an ATV if Astrid's in a truck or buggy or whatever that was. That was tough. That was tough. That tree just like... That was solid. That was a solid tree. Yeah. Now that I've figured out what I'm doing, I feel like there's not really much to talk about, but I also probably haven't skipped much, if anything, of the races, so I kind of don't want to skip the rest. Especially because this is the most fun race in the game. I don't really want to skip it. The rest of them, like the Nationals and everything, those are I should have chosen heavy. I shouldn't have chosen the ATV. I should have chosen the buggy. Or chosen the truck to just make it really tough on myself. Or the bike, I guess. Make it really tough on myself, because not only can I crash, the bike's not upgraded, because I'm sure the bike upgrades don't carry over to, or the ATV upgrades don't carry over to the bike. I don't think it's all light. I think it's just ATV upgrades carry over to other ATVs. Get out of the way, Patrick. I also saw Skelly's name appear. Is he here? Is he in a different path? Is that Skelly? Why are you both in heavy? Why did none of you... Is it because I took the ATV? You guys are like, well, you've got the light covered. We'll do this. Skelly, though, you realize you don't need to qualify. Like, the game doesn't give a shit whether you qualify or not. So, please, slow down. Like, now. I think we're actually getting pretty close to the end. So, never mind. Never mind. Here's Dirk. Found Dirk. Past Dirk. Never mind. Dirk passed me. Dirk passed me. Hey, Skelly. Is that you? Is that you? Can you, slow down a bit? Ooh, I see why the green paths are not the best. All those small bumps do not work well on a light. They don't really work well on a light, thing. Alright, Skelly. We're 1 and 2. It's fine. Astrid's nowhere to be seen. She just, like, she got to the 3rd stage, but she just kind of, like, fucked off. She didn't, really do much in this stage. But now I really want to win this, so just, like, stop being good. Alright, when I said stop being good, I meant, like, everyone, not just Skelly. Taz, you stay back. I think I won. Hell yeah. We're good. Also, I love how only the top 6 get points. So the other, there was what, like 50 racers? The other 42 just did this race for fucking nothing. All right. Oh, sweet, another challenge. So if I do continue, I have 2 challenges. I'm sure that's just a race, though. Yeah, finish in 1st place. It's not a head-to-head. We'll do that next episode, maybe between episodes. Maybe. I was confused because I didn't think this cutscene was in Africa, but we had a different cutscene for Australia.
Hey, make yourself useful while you're down there, all right? Grab us some drinks from the snack shack, okay?
Bloody oath. I must be crook in the head. Things I let myself get into,
just
by
looking
crikey.
for some cold water?
Ah, hello there, mate. Didn't hear you come in. Name's Archer. Oh, it's you. Just a second
Yeah,
now.
wait, I need some cold water, buddy, that's it.
Didn't Shooter fill you in, mate?
Oh, I get it now. So tell me, what is this big mystery that Shooter's been hinting about regarding the circuit?
Ah, the circuit. The best years of me life, cobber. Fair dinkum, I used to tear up that track. Was one of the first to make the jump to ATVs. Of course, in those days, they only had 3 wheels.
Oh, you're that Archer, the Tasman team star of the 70s?
One and the same. But things have changed since then, and all for the worse. That's why we're counting on you to set things right. Question for you. Did your team owner come out here to the back of beyond with you?
Ooh, Buck? Yeah, but he's mostly been catching up on his nap time.
Funny that. Seeing as there's a big urgent owners meeting going on right now that your Mr. Buck wasn't even told about.
What? There's got to be some mistake. I better go tell him about it.
Calm your jets, Sparky. It was no mistake, believe me. And now's not the time to be stirring up a hornet's nest. Just keep quiet and bide your time. Remember what happened here. Keep your eyes and ears open. If you look hard enough, you'll soon see something as rotten as a gut-shot wallaby. Now on your bike, kid. You've got work to do.
All right. But yeah, again, that's the kind of shit that, like, made me want to play this in the first place. The cutscenes where it's like, hey, there's an owners meeting. Fury Motorsports was the only one not invited. What the fuck is going on? And it's just like, complete 3 events. That did say 3 events. Yes. Yes. I only have to get through 3. Oh, yeah. That is great. That means I can do the Supercross, not the fucking Rallycross or the National, the freestyle and the circuit, and just continue. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank fucking Christ. So yeah, I might actually continue this, because again, the point-to-point actually held up in my mind. Like, it was actually more fun than I've had with any other part of this game. So I will just keep with 3 things. Maybe I'll do 2 locations per episode so I get through Asia and Africa. I forgot Asia's between Australia and Africa. So I do Asia and Africa and then do Europe and South America in another episode. So this should only be 6 episodes. This is the 4th, right? Who knows? But yeah. And the sponsor things, I might just do them in like between episodes or something. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna fucking do them between episodes. I'm gonna forget that they exist. But if I do them, it'll be between episodes because I don't feel like there's really a good reason to just shove the sponsor shit in there. I could just do them in my spare time if I really want to. But you know what? I'm happy with that. So, a little bit of my excitement for this game came back, if only because I now know I can skip half the game and just get to the good bits. But for now, I am going to end this episode here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.